Today, the Miami Dolphins went out and made an amazing move and added Tyreek Hill to the roster. Dolphins sent a bunch of picks, 5 in total, to the Kansas City Chiefs, their top 2 picks this year, and some other later round draft picks, some fourths and a third and a fourth, or a fourth and a fifth next year, something like that. That's not really matter. What matters is they got Tyreek Hill. They paid him 4 years, $120 million, much of it being guaranteed. I believe around $75 million guaranteed. A huge trade being made, and as a Dolphins fan, I'm here to talk about why the Chiefs did it and how amazing this is for the Dolphins. Like, I am ecstatic about this move. I was very happy about the Teron Armstead move. Like, I thought the Dolphins were having a really good offseason. Then they go and get Teron Armstead. I'm like, okay, move that from B range to A range, and then you get Tyreek Hill instead of your draft picks being on some guys that probably aren't going to pan out because the Dolphins don't draft well and haven't done anything well draft recently except for their top picks. Like the middle range where the Dolphins actually have to pick a player, they've been terrible at it. They haven't selected guys well. But when you have the top pick, they've been good. They got Tua, they got Waddle. So you get rid of these draft picks, which aren't that good. Pick 29, pick 50. Like, I know you can find guys there, but this class, I'm not like, no one's jumping out to me because we need them now. We can't wait for them to develop and turn into stars the way Tyreek Hill developed and turned into stars, a fifth round draft pick. But you get an elite receiver. The spacing that I can see with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill on the field at the same time is just amazing. Like the RPOs that are going to be run, Mike McDaniel making things work. Like, I think people are underrating how good this offense is going to work. Mike McDaniel knows what he's doing. He's got his running backs. He got Raheem Mostert. He got Chase Edmonds. He's got his elite number one receiver now to go with Tyreek Hill, or um, to go with Jalen Waddle. Devontae Parker still on the roster. There's your jump ball threat. Mike Gesicki in the tight end slot. Like, those four right there with your running back in the backfield of choice. And you're looking at a pretty good offense now that you have protection for Tua Tagovailoa. Everyone's talking about, is Tua going to be good? We got all his weapons. If he doesn't do good this year, he's over for him. He's going to be good. Like, you'll see coming up in this video that I put together, there's some deep throws that he made. Like, you see the athleticism of Jalen Waddle, and I was so excited for Jalen Waddle and Mike McDaniel because of what Mike McDaniel did with Deebo Samuel. But now you give him even the more of a freak athletic in the NFL. You give him Tyreek Hill. You give him the fastest dude in the league along with Jalen Waddle. Like, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill are just going to run around on defenses. They're not going to know what to do. You're like, how do you cover this team? Tua can hit some deep throws, so what are you going to try and play? Man, they're just going to run past you. You're going to play zone, they're going to find a spot, Tua's going to go in the ball, and they're just still going to run around you because there's no way to stop it. Like, if you take away Tyreek, Jalen Waddle's going to open. You take away Jalen Waddle and Tyreek somehow, that means only one guy's going to be on Devontae Parker. Just toss the ball, let him get it. If you got too many guys paying attention to those three, then Mike Gesicki's going to be open. Like, all you got to do, like, there's the Dolphins' offense, their passing game is going to be unstoppable, along with Mike McDaniel's run game. The biggest issue they have is still going to be line. Like, to stop these guys, you're just going to, like, we can't cover these guys. They're uncoverable, so we just got to get to the quarterback fast. That's going to be the problem. So they're going to get the ball to them in RPOs, and it's going to be a really good offense. So I'm really excited for the Dolphins' offense part of this. Like, I think it's going to be a really impressive offense. It's going to be very hard to stop. Like, it's looking like a type of Jared Goff, Sean McVay type offense where, like, how do we figure this out? It's just unstoppable. Like, it's not because Tua Tagovailoa is an unbelievable talent. Like, we know how accurate he is, but it's not because he's throwing the ball 70 yards downfield making throws nobody else can make. It's because of how well it fits together, because all you need him to do is be accurate. Like, all you got to do, Tua, is put the ball in the numbers, get it to these guys 10, 20 yards downfield. That's it. They're going to take care of the rest, and that's what they're going to do. You're going to hit Tyreek Hill on a 10-yard slant, and it's going to be a 7-yard touchdown. You're going to hit Jalen Waddle on a 15-yard out route, and he's going to beat a guy and turn it into a 35-yard gain. Like, that's the offense. You get to the red zone, you got the lob threat, Devontae Parker. You got Gesicki. I believe he's like 6'6". He's going to make some catches. Like, that's the offense. It's going to be very hard to stop Mike McDaniel with his run game and his new offensive line additions. They're going to make some noise there. You're going to try and take away the pass game. Here comes Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert run the ball. Once you get Raheem Mostert in the space, he's going to break one for 42. Like, this Dolphins offense is going to be explosive, something the Dolphins haven't had in a while. I was talking about this the other day, how, like, the Dolphins need a number one running back, because last time they had an elite running back, Jay Ajayi, he had a good season. And you go back to Ricky Williams, it was just dominant. Like, that was the best time you can think of being a Dolphins fan, is watching Ricky Williams just run all the time. But now you get an elite number one receiver, something Dolphins haven't had in a while either. Like, I can't even go back to when they've had one, like someone of Tyreek Hill's caliber. He's just going to run around and do the same thing. Just toss it up to the cheetah and let him go do his thing. Get him on a screen, get him an RPO, get him face. Like, same thing, just a modernized version of what the Dolphins did with Ricky Williams, where you just hand him off and let him go. This is just get these guys in space and let them go. It's the modern version of it. I think it's going to be amazing. As far as the Chiefs go, they saw what the Devontae Adams trade did. You get a bunch of draft picks. That's the way to build up. That's the way teams been doing it. You got Mahomes forever. You're not worrying about the quarterback position, so worry about everything else. You're still going to be relevant. Everybody else in the division is throwing everything at the table, so why not be like, okay, we'll take a year or two off. Like, you guys go spend all your money, make some moves that you think are going to work and really aren't. Like, how good's Russ Wilson in Denver? how much is Devontae Adams and Derek Carr going to do? Like, they're still not going to be as good as Patrick Mahomes and whatever combination of receivers you throw at them. Like, still going to be good. Build up that defense. Mahomes will put up enough points to win games. Do the Aaron Rodgers way what they did in Green Bay. You got everything else, and then worry about the offense because you got your quarterback. So don't put too much stress into who he's throwing the ball to because you still got Kelsey and anybody else on that's receiving passes from Patrick Mahomes is going to be a better receiver than they are receiving passes from anybody else. That's just how it's going to be. So for the Chiefs' point, it makes a lot of sense to me. Like, I didn't think it was going to happen. It kind of developed really quick today, and like it wasn't something that was rumored at all. But it makes a lot of sense to the Chiefs, and I think this is going to be one of those win-win trades because if you're Miami, Jalen Waddle's on his rookie deal this year. You get 4 years on a rookie deal, and then you get a fifth-year extension. So you just got to pay him that, and then Tyreek Hill, you play his 4 years. His contract's over, and you give Jalen Waddle his contract. That's all you got to do. So as far as the Dolphins go, you have number one receivers moving forward for the next, let's say, 8 years. 4 more years of Tyreek Hill, then 4 more years of Jalen Waddle, and that's the cycle you want to do if you're Miami. For the Chiefs' point of view, you start to reload these draft picks that you traded away to build this amazing team that you got, and now you got to save some money, bring in some young guys, rejuvenate your team, and compete with the teams in the AFC West, South. But I'm retarded, but the West. So, like, you got the Chargers, you got the Raiders, you got the Broncos. Like, they're all making moves now. So sit back, let them be aggressive. Gather up your draft picks, gather up your young talent, and then once they have their fun for a year or two, you come back. Like, not everybody's gonna have a dynasty like the Patriots where you win every year. So sometimes you just gotta sit back and say, okay, you guys want to make your moves? We'll play that game. Like, we'll take the draft picks, we'll take the young players, and we'll see, and we'll be competitive for a couple of years, but then in 3 years we'll be number one again. Like, you can't tell me how scary this Chiefs team's reloading is going to be. Andy Reid knows what he's doing. Bieniemy knows what he's doing. The Chiefs are going to be fine. The Dolphins are going to be fine. I think this is a win-win trade. Let me know what you think. In my opinion, win-win trades for both teams. Go Fins, baby.